Hey guys, okay, so this is going to be a quick recap of my trade this morning. So people were wondering what was my criteria for entering. Anne talks about, guys, in her videos 1, 2, 3. I have my Magic in the Wicks video, which I'll post above here in the top right corner, and it explains the exact same thing. So when I got on the charts, you guys, this morning, EU is doing this, all right? And the one thing I like to see is, obviously, we tapped into demand here, guys, on the higher time frame. I believe it was the 4-hour of the daily. And the 15 minutes started changing its internal structure, okay? So we took out a low and we took out a wick high. So to me, what does this mean is that realistically, I can sell from here and I can also buy from this new form demand, okay? So if you guys want to, I'm not going to go too deep into the intrinsics of my strategy. I have many videos, guys, in the group about that, as well as on this YouTube, but I'm just going to explain this entry this morning and why I took this entry. Okay, now, fully knowing that this is counter trend at the current moment, and pro trend obviously would be selling, because I trade such micro time frames, guys. I trade the 15-second. There's more than enough room for me to get a trade here. This is a 20 pip move, and that will result in the 1 to 10 for me, based on my stop losses, which are typically around 2 pips. Okay, so this is what ended up happening, and with this knowledge, guys, of how I trade, when this wick goes out, I am looking for price to retest into this newly formed demand zone back into supply, which is up here. Okay, so demand to supply. So when I go down to the 15-minute or 15-second, I am waiting for price to show me that it would like to go higher based on my confluences. Okay, so this gray area, you guys, is the newly formed demand that broke structure. And you can see we have some rally-based rallies. Now, what do I tell you guys in my videos? The last part 2 video that I posted in the group talked about rally-based rallies being responsible areas for liquidity being taken and a market structure shift. So that means that I am looking in this area for some sort of validation to buy back up into this area, okay? So right here, could we have sold? Absolutely. We have a chalk. We could be selling off this zone. What ended up happening, you guys, is price started coming down, okay? And it's distributing or accumulating, right? So it's creating some inducement here. There's some inducement here. All right, so first things first, we tap into this rally-based rally right here, okay? And we start switching market structure. We have a rally or drop-based drop that gets broken. Okay, my first sign of potential weaknesses, all right? We have excuse me. We have a couple more down here. And what do we have? We have liquidity take, and price ends up breaking the high. There's my 15-second chalk, okay? High or low taken, high taken. Okay, so now what am I interested in? I am interested in the rally-based rallies that are responsible for this trendline liquidity and the change of order flow on the 15-second inside of my 15-minute demand, okay? So with that being said, I took my first trade here at this rally-based rally, and this actually was a good trade, but I didn't partial. I really wanted price to come up into my targeted zone. I should have partialed, but it's okay. It went 1 to basically 6, and then it ended up, so this ended up going 1 to 6. Which is a really solid trade, but then it ended up taking me out. Now, it took me out, and when it took me out, I knew instantly that this was acting as inducement for this rally-based rally right here, okay? So this was my flip zone retest, and then right there is my rally-based rally that retested that demand, and boom, we broke structure. So this is where all the orders were sitting. This acted as inducement to basically get people thinking we're buying already, which I did buy. However, price came back in and I bought again. So when price comes back into this zone, you guys, again, I had a pretty tight stop loss here. This was a 2.3 pip stop loss with my low covering the wick of this rally-based rally. And my first target, you guys, was the high right here. Okay, so 1 to 9. And that was my first target. And price came all the way up there, boom, tapped into this target. Sorry, I actually, right there, you guys, I got out with 25 lots. So I'll post my P&L here in the top left-hand corner. You can see it. I got out with 25 lots there, and now I have 5 lots running for this high. Now, why would I target this high? Because again, we have 15-minute fair value gap with a buy to sell, as well as on the 1 hour. This is a lot of imbalanced fair value gaps inside of this zone. So do I believe price can come up and fill this? Absolutely. And I'm just going to hold this trade. But 90% of my trade value was off at my 15-second target. Now, what people need to understand about how I trade, this is all fractal. So you can trade this exact same strategy, you guys, on the 1 hour, 15-minute. It doesn't matter. All right. You just have to understand where your targets are. Now, this move, you guys, for me, it's a 22 pip move, right? And that's a big move on the 15-second. Now, that's not a big move on the 15-minute. That's a tiny little candle. But that's the point, is that I can get really, really nice RR trades, you guys, on one single 15-minute candle, where some people wait, hours and hours for 1 to 3 on the hour chart. And again, I've said that many times in my video, that this strategy for me works because I can get in and out of the market. This ended up being, I think I was on the charts for about an hour, and I ended up netting 5% of my account, just under 6% of my account, and in a single morning. So if you guys can learn this, you can do this exact same thing. I did the exact same thing yesterday. I posted in the group my trade. I've done the exact same thing the day before. I posted that in the group. These trades happen every single day, doing the exact same thing. Rinse and repeat, the same process, understanding where price is going, and learning how to understand wicks, open and close, high and low of candlesticks, and that's all we're doing every single day. So I hope this quick breakdown was helpful. I'll be obviously posting more videos this week, you guys, and we'll keep going over the same topics until you guys understand it, so that you guys can get profitable. All right, have a good day, and have a good rest of your week. I'll be done trading due to the fact that it is Friday.